Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Miarabaika. I'm looking at a key phrase or some interesting things here from the book of Isaiah. Isaiah, I find always a good source of a lot of good things. So we're looking at the key of the house of David. That's Mafteach, Beit David. Okay, Mafteach. We're going to do a little work as to where this root comes from. But the concept of key, and even in the archaeological work that's been done in Israel, they have found and the keys basically are shaped like hands to fit through a hole in a door and then pull a few tumblers to the one side so that the door can be opened up. And so even in ancient times, keys were a useful thing in the house. Now this, of course, used symbolically. When you have a key, you have a right to use that house. You have an understanding of how it works. So it's like, kind of like the key address or the key concept or something like that. And so those are things that drive from the first thing. That's the physical thing, of course, is a key. That's something that maybe should have held here in my hand. But a key is an important thing. If you need, if you bought a new house and the day the realtor hands over the keys, it's really your house. Okay, so the key of the house of David, Mafteach Beit David. And we're in Isaiah 22 right here. And this is an affirmation of, and what we have is a prophecy based on one of the local leaders at that time, but it also carries forward into the future. In other words, it's applied to one of the local leaders at that time. That person, unfortunately, doesn't really carry through the way he should. And then later on, of course, it's taken away from him. But this is something that God gives to us and through Christ. So so it's a key teaching as to where it's going also into the New Testament. We'll get to one of the references of the New Testament. Isaiah 22:22. Ve'natati mafteach Beit David al Shekemo. And so I will place, okay, natati, that's natan, to place or to give, okay, natati. And the center consonant of this one is the tau. Same consonants here, okay, and I have it as a little mark. So it's something that's marked, it's key, okay, that's important, okay. So natati, I will give maftea, a key, beit of the house of David, al shekamo, onto his shoulder, okay, onto his shoulder. And that is, when you do that, it's like putting a responsibility on there. Okay, this is something that's important. It goes onto his shoulder, something he's responsible for. Pata ve'ein zoger ve'zagar ve'ein poteach. So, and he will open it, and then nobody else can close it. Okay. So, and this, by the way, is the same root as petau chet. So, a mafteus is something that's used literally. It's an opener. That's a key that opens something. Okay. And so, this person who receives the key can open, but then nobody else is going to close it. Okay. He has the authority. He keeps it open. If he wants it open, it stays open. Ve'zagar ve'ein, and then when he closes it, nobody can open it. Nobody else opens it. Okay, poteach. Okay, we see here a participial form of vowel pointing of this particular verb right here. So he opens it. Nobody else closes it. He closes it. Nobody else opens it. Okay, he's the one that has the authority to open or close. And continuing into the next verse here, Isaiah 22:23. U te ka tich, and I fasten him, ted, as a peg, okay, as a peg, a tent peg, okay, same thing that Jael, checked it out, Jael was the one that hammered this kind of thing into Sisera's forehead, so yet tag, and again, it's based on a tau, okay, a little pointed spot to put something, to mark something, marking up something here. Okay, you mark it with a peg. Yeted. Be makom, in a place. emunan, in a secure place. Okay, this is a place that has amen to it. Okay, aman. Okay, ne'eman, with lots of amen, a secure place with lots of firmness to it. Okay, vehaya, and it will be, he will be, lekise kabod lebeit aviv, and he will be as a throne, kabod, of honor, lebeit avi, as to his father's house. Okay, so having this in a secure place is something that you can really hold on to. It's very strong. It's holding things up. Okay, things are strong. Things are good. And continuing here, ve'atalu alav kol kavod beit aviv ve'etzanim ve'hazzifiot kol kele hakatan mekale ha'agolot ad kol kele ha'nebalim. And so they will hang on him. Okay, so this is carrying a big load here on this peg that they've gone into the wall. And this person is holding all this up here. Vetalu, and they will hang on him all. Kabod, the honor, the praise. Kabod, this is honor, respect. Also the same thing used in respecting elders. Okay, kabod. Beit Aviv, the father of the house of his father. Ve'ez amim, and to the offspring. Ve'hazivot, and to the issues. Okay, now these are families that's coming out here. Okay, these are, and then that's symbolic as to all the little ones and the big ones. Okay, everybody from the very smallest to the biggest. Okay, and he's using kali here, and these are all cups. These are all things that you will find in your kitchen. So these are people. These are things you find in the kitchen. And so it's kind of a cute way of saying, oh yeah, everything from small to big, everybody's included. So kol kali katan, okay, all of the vessels, okay, kol kali katan, the smallest one. Mekali ha'agolot, that's the all the other cups, okay, the ceremonial cups can also be used for ceremonies. Megalot, ad, and until kol kli, and all of the large nibalim, the large moist jars. Okay, nabal is to be moist or to be. It's also used for foolishness. Okay, nabal, a foolish person is a person who's always kind of weepy. So nibalim, okay, the moist jars. The kali, that have evaporating water on them all the time, the big ones with lots of evaporating water. So this includes everybody now. Okay, kali hakatan, ve'kali hagalot, ve'ad kol kali abalim. Okay, you got from the smallest to the medium to the biggest. And in that Beyom Hahu, in that day. Now this is a day. When you say that day, it will be Judgment Day. It's coming. It's still coming up. It's still before us. Now this person's received a peg. He's hanging something very strong on it, but this person in the end was not faithful. This person in the end didn't hold firm. So the peg lets go, and it's a pretty powerful warning to us that if you were given a place of taking care of something, holding something up, holding on to something that you have to hold on to, you have to keep care of, and you don't, and it falls down, it's for your own ruin. So Bayom Hahu Neum Yehovah Shevuot, and in that day, the day of judgment, Neum affirms, declares Yehovah. And incidentally, this is also an amen verb here, nun aleph mem. Okay, amen. It's just you just take the nun and move it to the front, and so it's saying it's sort of a backwards way of saying amen. Okay, so Jehovah says amen, anum, neum. Okay, Yehovah Shevuot, Talmus Yetad. Okay, the peg that was fastened. Okay. the peg that was fastened. No, tamuz will give way. Yetad, tamuz will fall. The peg. Tekala, that was fastened. Bamakom amen. Okay. Again, we see the same thing here in a secure place. This is an amen word again. Okay. So we have amen again here. This is it will fall. It will fail. Okay. It will give way. Nikada. It will be cut off. Nikada, kada, nifla, and it will fall. Nikrat, and it will be cut off. Hamotz, the load. Okay, so the load will be cut off. We lost the load that was carrying. It will be falling away. Asher elav, that was on him, on that person. Ki Yehovah debar, because Jehovah has spoken. This is not very much of a parallel here. Neum Yehovah and Yehovah deber is a PL form of debar, and this one's Neum is to affirm, to declare. So to make it amen. Okay, so Neum Yehovah Yehovah deber. And if we have been given responsibilities, don't let go, because if you let go, you drop things to the ground, and it will be to your ruin, and there will be a judgment day for that. Now, keys are important, and Jesus was speaking to his apostles, and he said, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth. And we have the same patea, sagar, patea. And Jesus picked up on that from the book of Isaiah. He also picked up on the key. Okay, this is the maftea. These are the keys. And what is that? Are they physical keys? Is it a tradition? We have to understand this in the matter of faithfulness. In other words, when you understand the will of God and share that with others, when you share the gospel and they accept it, you're opening things for them. If you share the gospel and they don't accept it, you are closing things for them. So, and on this earth, when you're dealing with people, you're dealing also with yourself. If you're faithful, things open. If you're not faithful, things close. And whatever's done on earth will be done in heaven. In other words, if it's faithful and true on earth, it also carries in heaven, and vice versa. So if it's of God, it will carry forward. If it's not of God, it will fail. It will be just like a peg falling off the wall and crashing to the ground. And unfortunately, many of the things that are happening in this world today, if it's of God, it will certainly prosper, and if it's not God, it will fall to the ground. And we'll certainly see that happening in many things that are happening in this world today. So until the next time.